Ollie, good to see you, first of all. Really nice to see you in the flesh. How was your summer?
It's been very good, of course. You take a few days to recover after a disappointing end like we had, but then you've just got to focus. And to be honest, I was at Old Trafford next morning planning.
Really?
Yeah, you have to get over disappointments as soon as you can.
Everyone's talking about Ronaldo, so let's get it out there.
What an unbelievable career Cristiano's had. What I've seen the development since he was an 18-year-old kid when he absolutely ran riot round us in Lisbon. We had to sign him, and the career he had here, the career he's had. He's the greatest player of all time, definitely. What a career he's had. And when you watch him, you see that at his age he's still fit. Of course, you'd love to have Cristiano in your team. Of course, you would.
Obviously, the players weren't back with you, but so have you taken time out of football over the summer? Have you taken time with your family?
Do you ever take time away from football? I don't think you do. It's there all the time. But my family is a football mad family anyway. Lucky. So my kids play football, and of course you watch the Euros, and you dwell on things. But had a good spell back home in the summer in Norway.
You went home?
Yeah, of course.
Brilliant.
Of course, and there's no better place
than Norway.
No.
What about Manchester?
I love it here. I have to say, it's a second home to me, and it's been so good to me.
Yeah. Was it hard getting over the disappointment? Do you think? You mentioned it. You're back here the next morning, planning what you were going to do.
It's
reflecting.
Always harder to get over disappointments than being able to enjoy success. You forget quicker. Disappointments, they stay with you, definitely. But it gives you a focus, it gives you a drive, it gives you at least no place to rest on your laurels, because you can't. You have to be better, and that's what we know we have to be.
You've got, I think, 100 games this weekend. This is your 100th game. Yeah. So how do you reflect on your 100 games?
I'm not person to reflect too much back, I have to say. I like to look forward. Of course, it's been ups and downs. I've enjoyed it. We started really well. It was a difficult spell for the team and the club, and we've gradually improved, getting better and better, but we're not where we want to be.
What will get you to where you want to be?
I believe in the way we do things. I believe in my coaching staff. I believe in the players. And I see improvement in the environment, in the culture every single day, more or less. We've brought in some fantastic personalities, some professional players, and the group is a great group to work with. And now it's, of course, results. That's what decide. But I know that we've done something. We're growing them seeds, and we're sure it'll blossom.
You brought in two players, you talk about them. They've settled in really well. Varane, how's he settled in?
Yeah, both of them have settled in. Of course, that took a lot of time with the visa for Rafael, with the quarantine, and he's not been able to play yet. He's trained. Of course, when you're in a little garden, training by yourself, it takes time for him to get ready and be used to the football player.
Is that literally what he's been doing, in a garden training?
Yeah, we found him a house here, and he stayed there in his quarantine, and he's been training in his garden. Then Jaden unfortunately got ill when he came back from holiday, so it took him a bit of time to get fit as well. But they're looking better now. Of course, they'll get the international break as well, and hopefully play a few games for the national teams, and then ready for the rest of the season. Does
it feel like it's your team now? Does it feel very much, or are you still kind of...
It's my club. It's my club, definitely. Yeah, and it does feel like my team. I see players out there I like their attitude. I like what they're doing every day in training. And, you shouldn't forget Tom Heaton coming back, who's really done great in challenging both David and Dean, of course, now coming back from COVID. So it does feel like a squad that I can relate to, yeah.
In terms of business, where are we at with Jesse Lingard?
Jesse has been really good. He unfortunately had his COVID, so he would have started the Leeds game 100% because he had a good pre-season. But now he's back again, and he's a Man United player, so I'm very happy that he got the England call up. we know how good a player is, so I can't see a lot happening. No.
No, you think Jesse's gonna stay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. In terms of this weekend, I mean, Mason Greenwood, you talk about some of your players going out on international break. Yeah. Obviously, he's not in Gareth Southgate's plans, which must be disappointing. But surely that means you kind of reap the rewards of that, I guess.
Well, it's. I'm not surprised. Gareth and me, we speak openly, and I agree with Gareth that he's a player for the future, 100%. And the best thing for him, Mason, is to take it step by step. Play well regularly here, and I'm sure England will have a top player there, and that's what Gareth also feels. He said what he said, and I'm very happy that he sees Mason as an England forward in the coming internationals. But this international was maybe the right thing for Mason to stay here and hopefully enjoy a good game against Wolverhampton, and then he can look back on that one and then look forward again, because he has been absolutely brilliant in pre-season and the start of the season for us. In terms of Wolves, have you got any injury problems or injury worries or any COVID problems this time? COVID is clear, so we just got the test back, and that's it's always like your fingers crossed every time, because it's like it's a manager's nightmare, and so that looks good. Scott had injury, and he had a surgery this week, so he's tried to get through pre-season after Euros, and he couldn't do any more after the Leeds and Southampton game. Telles is still out. Marcus Rashford is still out. But he's back to training, is that right? Yeah, he's doing his rehab. He's on the grass training. He's not joined the team yet, so Marcus is still away, still a few weeks away from joining us. And Dean Henderson is not 100% fit yet after his layoff. Okay. So it's not too bad. No, sounds good. Yeah. In terms of this season and looking ahead, we reflected on your 100 games. So if you were going to look back in, say, 100 games' time, what would you have achieved this season, do you think? Of course, we want to improve on last year. We want to win trophies. We know that there's a background narrative there that now you need to win something. And we feel we've laid the foundation of improving gradually, layer by layer, fitness-wise, tactically, signings, and I think we're ready for a challenge, and that's all I can say at this point, because we're in the start of a season. We've had a better pre-season than last year, but still stop-start because with Euros, Copa America, so it's after this internationals, I think that's when you can get the team together and you can build momentum. Hopefully we can add another few points against Wolves, of course, and then it's been a good start and the best start since I've been here anyway. And just, in terms of, because last week there was a bit of a kerfuffle after the game in terms of yourself, you weren't very happy with the officiating, neither was Jurgen Klopp. But when you come out after a game, is it quite hard? Because kind of you're a bit revved up as well. Do you ever come back and think, wish I hadn't said that, or do you think no? Yeah, of course, sometimes you do, but most of the time I don't, and I just try to paint the picture of, I'm happy with the refereeing. I'm happy with the way the referees made the decision on, okay, let's make it more, let the game flow more. Because last year it's been like basketball. You can't touch anyone, you blow at them and they go over, and it's penalties and all this. That was a foul on Bruno, but we should have reacted better. We shouldn't have conceded a goal. So, and I like the refereeing. It's just to paint a picture of, we can't go from one extreme to the other. We have to be careful, but I think they found a good line, and I think all of us do think about the players' health. Not that there was nothing wrong with there was no danger in the tackle, or tackle or shoulder barge, but I still think it was a foul. But I probably make more mistakes than the referee during 90 minutes. So and the players certainly are. So. Any manager, would you see anyone not disagree when they get a decision against them? I don't think anyone would. It's always good to speak to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Pleasure. Thanks, Ole. Good to see you.